All right, I'm rolling. So just talk to me. Actually, Scott, stand over here and let him talk to you. So just right. That way I can bless with the camera. So yeah, answer his questions to Scott. All right, we're ready.
Okay. Kenyon,
Yeah.
tell me, where did you grow up?
I grew up in Elizabeth, Mississippi, on the outskirts of Leland, Mississippi.
And what was it like there?
It was basically just a lot of, it's just like the country area. It was like right outside the city, so everything we did, we had to go into the city and get. And it was just like the country area. It was me and a few more neighbors, and just real small and just a small community, but we lived together and we lived off the land for the most part.
What's it like growing up in a small town like that?
It's just it makes you appreciate when you have better things. You know, it's just you don't have much, and a lot of times you have to just make good things out of what you have. And it was just bonding with people, building relationships, and just becoming friends with people and helping each other out. And you kind of just live like that, helping each other.
What was daily life like?
Daily life, it was fun for the most part. Sometimes it was rough. Like I said, most of the times there was not lights in the house and water sometimes, so they just really forced you to go outside and play. So we would just play nonstop. As a kid, that's all I did was play nonstop. Me and my brothers, we would go out on the back and just play till the sun go down. And that was the average day. We would probably stop and have a break and eat probably one time, but after that we were right back out there playing again.
So how did you get into football being out there?
Just playing around with the older guys out in the park when we did go and play. Just playing with the guys above me, and I never really played with the guys that was in my age group. So we played all sports, and I just felt like football was my strongest one, and I always excelled in it when we played with the older guys, and they looked up to me even when I was a younger guy in football. So I just thought it was my best sport.
Okay. Kenyon, just so you know, my voice won't be on any of this, so I should have said this at the beginning. I apologize. When I ask a question, if you can sort of rephrase a little bit of the question in your answer.
Beg your pardon?
I said if you could rephrase a little bit of the question in your answer. I should have said this at the beginning, but just because my voice won't be on camera.
So basically, kind of, instead of just answering the question, kind of talk about what he'd asked. Yeah, what's your next question? I'll help Kenya out here.
Okay.
Or you want to go back to the last one?
No, let's do that one again so we can get back on track.
Okay, what's the last question?
How did you get into football?
Okay, so I got into football, and just explain it. So just kind of say, I got into football.
I got into football by just playing with the older guys out in the park, whether it was my older friends or older brothers' friends. I always played with those guys, and I excelled in it, and I was very good at that. And like I said, we played all sports, and I just felt like football was the strongest sport I had, and I just always did well in it.
So it sounds like sports was kind of the only thing you guys had to do out there, huh?
Yeah, pretty much sports was all we had, just nonstop play. Instead of the sign saying slow children that play, I'll say fast children that play. And people just knew, even the mailman, when he came, we would just chase after him for the fun of it. And race, we would just race, just sports, nonstop sports, all the time.
What kind of characteristics do you think you got from living in that town?
It makes you very humble and appreciative, very respectful. Like I said, respecting your elders and just respecting everyone was a big part of growing up in my community. So I just think just being a respectful being a respectful person and being kind to people was really the big thing for me.
You mentioned teamwork. Do you think that sort of carried over into football?
You say what?
You mentioned that you always had to help other people out. Is that that's to help on the field?
Oh yeah, it helps you a lot because I found out that you have to you bond with different people in different ways, and you can talk to different people in different ways, and so it helped me know how to communicate with players and just build a relationship with all of my teammates.
What was your recruitment like?
Beg your pardon?
What was your recruitment like? Can we put the phone on Do Not Disturb?
Hold on. All right. Go ahead.
Daniel, what was your recruitment like out of high school?
My recruitment out of high school it wasn't so good. I really didn't get any looks from any really big schools. No big schools came knocking at the door. But I did, however, have some good junior college offers, which in Hines, as you know, I committed to Hines out of high school. But no really big recruitments. Mississippi State came by one of my high school practices, and I had went to their camp leading up to my senior year, that junior summer after my junior season, and I thought I would get that offer, but it never came through. So I committed with Hines Community College, and I just took the JUCO route.
You got some D1 offers though, right?
Yes, sir. After playing in junior college.
Okay. Why did you go the junior college route?
I basically had to. I had to face that guys was better than me, or maybe I had got looked over. So I looked at the JUCO route as a way I could go and kind of prove myself. I looked at it as a pit stop. So I just looked at it as it was 2 years to go get better and just keep playing well and hopefully to get a Division I offer.
How did you feel about not getting a D1 offer?
It makes you just feel like, it makes you feel like you're not that great of a player anymore. But like I said, just being a mental tough guy as I am, I couldn't tell myself that. I never told myself I was a bad player, and I just kept working. And I knew eventually that someone would see me, and so I just kept working hard and watching film and playing hard every day.
How did that motivate you not getting an offer right out of high school?
It just let me know that I had a lot of work to do. Obviously, there were guys already ahead of me, so I had to do extra work. So it motivated me. I had friends. Most of my friends, that I played in the All-Star game with out of high school, they went to Division I school. So it made me just feel kind of down for a minute. But like I said, it was just really a lot of motivation to see those guys make it. So I felt like I could make it with them.
Did you say, I'm sorry, I had a little trouble hearing you. Did you say Missouri was the camp that you went to?
No, I went to the Mississippi State camp.
Mississippi State, okay. How did you end up at Mizzou?
I ended up at Mizzou. They came through after my freshman year at Hines Community College, and they offered, and I really liked it. I really liked it what they had to offer. They graduated a lot of their guys. They had the highest graduation rate in the SEC, and also the year I was coming in, both of their starting corners were leaving. So it gave me the opportunity in a good academic standpoint, also in a good athletic standpoint. So it was a real good fit for me.
They came through and offered you your first year, but you didn't go right away. Sort of tell that story.
It was kind of more of like, I felt like since the first year at Hines wasn't so good, we went 4-5, and I know that's a program that's built off of wins and championships. The head coach there, Gene Murphy, he's still the active winningest coach in junior college right now. So I looked at it as I would come back and lead those guys to a better record, and we did my sophomore year. We actually went to a bowl game. That was the first time since like 1993, I believe. Because it was just, like I said, we built relationships, and for me, building relationships was really big. So for me to just leave on those guys, it was just hard for me to do. I had built relationships with those guys, so they was like brothers. And in junior college, everyone's, I mean, you're in a dorm basically. It's not like Division I where everybody's spread it out. So we was basically more close together in junior college. I mean, guys, we all of us was on the same hall. Our rooms was next door. So we just had a family atmosphere, and it was hard to just bail out on those guys that first year. So it was real big for me to come back and lead those guys.
So walk me through the timeline real fast from getting offered to those 2 seasons ending up in Missouri.
Like from my freshman year in junior college,
Yeah.
it was just that program. It was a hard program. A lot of stuff you wasn't available to a lot of resources as you would be in a Division I college. So you had to do with what you had. Like I said, that was a great program. That was built on wins. So we obviously worked hard every day. Gene Murphy, he was very hard on us. So it allowed us to just push through and get our mental toughness where it needed to be. And it was just a grind. It was a hard grind. Guys was much older than I was. There was some guys like 22, but and I was still like 18. But like I said, it was a tough league. And after my first year, I saw that that I had to come back because we had a very bad year, and I was the only freshman that played. And I told those guys, the class that I came in with, that we would get some wins next year. So my sophomore year, we came back. We worked really hard, and we got our young guys. We got the young freshmen that came in. We got those guys ready to play, and we had an awesome year that year. We went 7-3, and like I said, that year was really good for us, and I had to come back and help those guys.
Then what happened? You came back, you guys won, and then what?
I came back. Like I said, I knew the offer. I had my offer. I didn't let none of that go to my head. Like I said, some guys would get an offer and get lazy. Like I know some of my teammates had offers, and they didn't play so well their sophomore year. But like I said, it was my job to talk to those guys and get them going. And so a lot of the times I just had to, talk to the guys and get them going. And like I said, my second year, we came back and we had a better year. And that's when I had to move on to Mizzou after that. And that's when I was.
I'm sorry.
What'd you say?
What was that conversation like with Mizzou when you told them you were going to stay another year?
Actually, it was almost understood. I mean, we never really talked about it a lot, about why I would stay or why I would come back. I guess they just understood why I came back. I wasn't in a huge rush to get here, so like I said, everything was lined up for me. The positions of the cornerbacks leaving and all that, and the great academic stuff they had to offer. So we never really discussed about why I stayed. It was just always understood that I would come back my second year.
How did the values that you got from growing up in a small town and from having to play at a school like that where you guys had to work extra hard, how did that help you?
It helped me see. It helped me see a lot of stuff that I didn't have when I was back in my hometown. A lot of guys, they complained about the stuff we had, but I mean, they came from rich backgrounds or probably just families that had a little money. And like I said, I came from a very poor background, so the stuff we had was, it was good to me. So, like I said, we made do with what we had, and it just made me really appreciate a lot of things. And I could see that I had different character from a lot of those guys, and they just didn't appreciate a lot of things. So I just look at coming from a small background. It just show you how much you've overcame and what you have.
How hard were the
At Mizzou, the workouts at Mizzou, they was pretty hard when I got here. The tempo, especially in practice, I think the workouts was more I want to say more organized than in junior college, because here at Mizzou we focus more on recovering the body. Whether in JUCO we just basically beat our body up with no recovery. It just was like we just worked out, and we just kind of didn't really understand how to recover. But with Dr. Patrick Ivey, our workouts are more organized, and you lift based on your max percentage and all that type of stuff. And it's just more taking care of your body. But as far as practice, the tempos was very fast. It was hard. For me, that was the hardest thing to get adjusted to, was the tempo speed of the practices and learning the defenses as fast. Because like I said, that was the only thing that was different for me, was the speed of the game.
How did you separate yourself?
I just challenged myself every day in practice to go out, and whenever I was tired, I pushed through. Like I said, we had a lot of great leaders when I got here: Marcus Golden and Shane Ray, all those guys. So it was just hard to just stop. You can't just stop on those guys. So they helped push me through a lot of stuff. They helped talk to me about a lot of stuff, and that senior group, they helped me a whole lot, getting me adjusted to the speed of the game. So, like I said, Coach Ford, he did a good job at showing me how to watch film and how to break film down and read tendencies and those type of things. So, all those type of things was extra work I had to do that I didn't do in junior college, because I knew that the guys was not only as athletic as I was, but they was also as smart as I would be also.
So I guess what I'm trying to get at is, we normally would do longer pieces, but these are going to be kind of short, 30 seconds, So I kind of have to be concise with what we've got. So I'm just thinking, just summarize for me, the idea of how your circumstances you grew up in, the characteristics you go through, how those help you to succeed, to become a starter.
Like I said, growing up, I was playing with the older guys, so I was never the strongest, fastest, or the smartest at the time with those guys. So when I got to Mizzou, it just helped me overcome a lot of things. Even in middle school, I had to beat guys out at positions. In high school, I had to beat guys out of positions. When I went to junior college, I had to beat guys out. So when I got here at Mizzou, it was just almost natural that I had to come in and handle business and do whatever I had to do to get my starting spot. That's just basically how it was for me growing up my whole life. I was never the top guy that got all the attention, or the guy that was always the top athlete or whatever. I always had to work for it, or I started off at the bottom and I had to work my way to the top. So it was just a grind. It was a grind. Every year you just got to grind it out. And when I got here, it was just kind of easy. I had been doing it every year almost, and it was just kind of was routine for me, and it helped me a whole lot. And a lot of things changed, and I saw a lot of things change with working out. And I noticed when you do put in the work that it pays off in the end. And I came to Mizzou and I just never stopped working, and I feel like I still haven't reached my full potential here yet. I'm still learning, and we just got a new defensive coordinator so that means we're going to learn even more now. So I just look at it as it helped me fight through adversity whenever it came. So my childhood really helped me within succeeding here at Mizzou.
So you got JUCO, you worked your way to Mizzou. You're a starter. What's the next goal?
The next goal for me is to try to lead this team here to a better year than we had last year. And after that, hopefully, I'm fortunate enough to go to the NFL and take my game to the next level.
And then you won't have to worry about that electricity problem anymore, huh?
Yes, sir. No, you got it.
Okay. Thank you very much. Can you do me one more favor? And it's easy to say, my name's Kenny Davis and I am the SEC.
Do you want him to look in the camera for that?
No, it's all right.
Okay.
I'm not going to use the video.
I am Kenya Dennis, and I'm in the SEC.
You have to say I am the SEC.
Oh, I am the SEC? Okay.
Yeah.
I am Kenya Dennis, and I am the SEC.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
No problem.